Welcome back programmers. In the previous video we saw what is generator and iterators, and we talk about this function Fibonacci, and we saw how to use the next function, and we saw how to create a single line for loop. So if you wanna see the previous video, so link is in the description, or you can go in my YouTube channel. And yes, if you wanna find today's code, so just check out my Vivek all-in-one code, allinoncode.pythonanyway.com site. In here you can find my latest videos and latest posts. So in the latest post you can find that particular video in here and in here. So you can see the video in here too. And if you wanna find the code, so all codes is available in this post. So okay. And if you wanna find the source code, just go in here. So in the today's video we are gonna talk about Deque. Okay. In the previous video we saw how to use the yield. Okay, so let's talk about Deque. And for that, when we used to work with Python, we have to import the collection. So collection is the package, and in the collection package we have function Deque. Okay, so let's use Deque. So in here, in my online IDE repl.it, this link is in the description too. So I'm gonna just type Deque. Okay, so first I have to import the Deque. Import, we have to use collection. You can do like this, import collections, or you can directly do like this. If you are using like this collection, so you have to use collection.deque, and you can name it D, whatever you want to name it. But if you want to do this in the short way, so just do like this, from collection import Deque as D. Okay, only D. So now what is Deque? Now if you know C, C++, Java, so you know Deque is the container like array. So it's like a stack. If you don't know stack, what is stack, so just check out my previous video, but focus on this video. Deque also known as double-ended queue. Now if you know queue, you know queue is like too many books. Suppose this is the books. So if you want to get this book, so you have to push this book, so you can get this book. Or you can search on Google what is stack, what is queue, what is Deque, what is heapq. Now if you know C, C++, so you know what all of this is the basic of algorithm. Okay, now let's move on to the Deque. Okay, so I just import Deque as D. So now let's create a queue. So let's say q equal to D. Now again D is the Deque. Let's remove this so you can understand what is Deque. So I'm gonna just name it Deque. Okay, I don't want to name it D, so if I add the D named as Q, so you are going to be too confused. Okay, so let's talk about Deque. So I just created a Deque using the Q. So let's print Deque. So whenever I print the Q, which is the Deque, so you can see we got Deque and the empty list. So let's try to add in the queue. If you want to add the element in the queue, so just use the append function. This is the same as the list. If you know what is list in Python, so you know what is append and pop and delete function. So let's try to add element in queue. So q.append, and let's try to add 1. Okay, so whenever I run this, you can see we got a 1 in here. So now this is not empty. Let's try again. I'm gonna copy this and add like this. So I just add 1 2 3 4 5, and whenever I run this, you can see we got 1 2 3 4 and 5 in here, because I append the value of q. So what if I want to add the maximum value? So let's try max len equal to 5. You can enter maximum value only 5. Okay, So the highest value of q is 5. So let's run. You can see we still got 1 2 3 4 5, but when I do like this, q dot append 6, so you can see the output is changed. Let's run. You can see now we got 2 3 4 5 6 because max length equal to 5. So we got 5 element in our queue, 1 2 3 4 and 5, but the element is 2 3 4 5 6. Because we add the max length equal to 5, so the first element is removed automatically and we got 2 3 4 and 5 and 6. So let's try to do this again. Whenever I append again, so we are gonna get the value 3 4 5 6 and 7. Let's try. You can see we got 3 4 5 6 and 7 because the max length equal to 5 and it is automatically gonna remove to this first, yes, again the first two elements. Okay, so that's what append is and that's what max length is. Now let's add value using the for loop. For, let's try, for I in range, let's say I want to append the 5 value, so I'm gonna do is 0 to 6. Now let's try only 6. Okay, and in here q dot append I. Let's run this code. You can see we got 1 2 3 4 and 5. So that's how we can append the elements using for loop. Okay, now let's use the append left function. So by its name, you know what is it. When I do like this, q dot append left, and let's try to append first element, because append left means this first element. Let's try to add append left 0. So you know the max length equal to 5, so automatically it is gonna remove this 5. So let's try. So you can see we got 0 1 2 3 4 and it is automatically gonna remove the 5 because the max length of Deque is 5, so can only just add 5 element. Okay, let's try to change the value into 99. Q dot append left 99. So you can see we got 99 in here. So that's how we can use the append left. Now let's use the pop function. So pop, it means it can pop out the one element, it removes the element. Let's try q dot pop, but just we want to use the pop function, we don't have to add the parameter. So whenever I run this, you can see the one element is pop out and we got 99 1 2 and 3. Now we got 1 2 3 and 4 element in our list, so one element is pop out. Now the last one is pop out, so whenever I run this pop, so the last element is gonna pop out. So let's try this again. You can see again the last element 3 is pop out. Let's try again. So whenever I run this code, so we only are gonna get 99 and 1. You can see we only got 99 and 1. Okay, so that's how we can use the pop function. I'm gonna just remove this 2 pop and comment it out so I can give you the code in my all-in-one code site. Okay, so let's try to use pop left. So let's say let's use this. Let's try the last function pop left, and by its names it is gonna remove the first element 99. Let's use q dot pop left and let's run this code. So you can see the 99 is gone. Now we got only 1 2 and 3. So that's how you can use pop left, pop, append left, append function. So that's what Deque is. Let's try to add the 10th element. Okay, so let's try in here 11. You can see we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, and because we used the 2 time pop function, so 2 elements is gone. And even you can see in here max length equal to 10. Now if you wanna print the Deque, so you can use the for loop. For I in q print I. Okay, you can see you got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8. So that's what DQ is. Let's remove this stuff. Now we are gonna talk about the problem. You want to make a list of the largest or smallest n item in a collection. So your job is to find the largest or smallest n item. N item means let's try. In here we are gonna use the heapq. So this is the comment now. Okay, let's say this is the list. A equal to list is 0, 9, 1, 4, -3 and -1 and 99. Okay, so this is the list. Now your job is to find the largest and smallest n element. So if n equal to 2, so you have to find the 2 smallest elements or 2 largest elements. So in here 2 largest element is 99 and 9. So if n equal to 3, so 3 largest element is 9, 99 and 4. Okay, so that's what we have to do for this practical. So how we are gonna do this? And for that we are gonna use the help of heapq. So this is the same as the DQ. Let's import the heapq. Okay, you can directly import heapq. Now heapq is help us to find the largest and smallest n number of element. So let's say smallest equal to heapq dot smallest, n smallest, and in here you can see we have to pass the 3 parameter. The last one is not necessary. Okay, so the first one is n. Now I told you what is n, and the second one is iterable, which is the list. Okay, let's say I want to find the only one element, which is the smallest. Okay, and the second one is iterable, obviously a. Now let's print the sm. Okay, whenever I run this code, you can see we got the smallest element is -3. Okay, so we got -3. Now if I change 1 into 2, so we are gonna get 2 smallest element. Okay, so the 2 smallest element is -3 and -1. If I change like this, I want to get a 3 smallest element. So you can see we got 0, which is this. Let's try to add a 4. I want 4 smallest element. You can see we got -3, -1, 0 and 1. But what if I do like this 7, because we in the list we got a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 element. So let's run. You can see we got a -3, which is smallest, and 99, which is the biggest number in this list. So we got a order. Now if you know what is ascending and descending order, so this is we got ascending order. Now if you got a big list, so you can do like this, length of a. Sorry, in here we have to pass a. In here you can do like this, length of a. So you are gonna get the ascending order of the a. Okay, you can see we got -3, -1, 0, 1, 4, 9 and 99. So that's how you can get the ascending order of the ascending order and descending order. So let's try to use descending order. So we are gonna use the same technique, but first I'm gonna comment it out and I'm gonna copy this so I can give you the code, and I'm gonna just pass only one element. So we got only one smallest element. Okay, so let's try to use the descending order. In here we are going to use the same technique, the largest number equal to heapq dot n largest. Okay, and let's pass the again n. So let's try one only. So I want only the one largest element. First I'm gonna comment it out. Okay, let's pass the a. So then I'm gonna print the ln, largest number. Okay, so you can see we got 99. Now if I change the into 100 or 99.1, so you can see the output is changed. We got a 99.1. Why? Because the 99.1 is bigger than 99. Okay, so let's try to change into two elements. So we are gonna get a 99 and 99.1. You can see we got 99.1 and 99. Now what if I do like this, 99.1 again, add in the list. So whenever I run this code, so you can see the output is changed. We got 99.1 two times, because in this list two element is bigger, 99.1 and 99.1. So that's why we got 99.1 two times, because we had 99.1 two times in the list. Okay, so let's try to add the descending order. I'm gonna cut this and paste this in here, copy this and paste this in here. Okay, so let's try descending order. Again I'm gonna use the length of ln and print this. Oops, I have to pass the length of s, sorry, not in ln. Okay, so you can see we got the descending order 99.1, 99.1, 99, 9, 4, 1, 0 and -1 and -3, the smallest element and the largest element. So the smallest element is last and the largest element is first. So that's how you can use the heapq, that's how you can use the deque. So let's comment it out and move on. Okay, now we are gonna talk about key. This is the last parameter we have to pass in heapq. So now what is key and how to use the lambda? So for that, again we are going to use the heapq. So I'm not gonna comment it out for now, and I'm gonna remove this print statement. Okay, so now let's use the key last parameter of the heapq. Let's say we have the list b equal to, we have the list. In the list we are gonna contain the dictionary. So let's say this is the dictionary. So a value is, let's say, 10, b value is, let's say, 20, and again c value is, let's say, 30. Okay, so a is 10, b is 20 and c is 30. And I'm gonna copy this list and I'm gonna paste this in here. Let's say xyz is, let's say xyz is 100, 200 and 300. Okay, so in the one list I add the two dictionary. The first one is abc and the second one is xyz. So how we are gonna find the largest and smallest element in this dictionary? Let's try. Let's say s equal to heapq dot n smallest. Obviously we are gonna pass the first one is, let's say I want only one smallest element, and then we are gonna pass the b, and in here we are gonna use the third parameter, which is the lambda. So let's say key equal to lambda. Now what is lambda? I'm gonna comment it out. So we are gonna talk about lambda first, and then we are gonna talk about the heapq. So we are gonna just keep for now what is heapq. Okay, so now let's talk about lambda. So lambda is the function of Python. A lambda function is a small anonymous function. A lambda function can take any number of arguments but can only have one expression. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of lambda function: lambda, argument and the expression. So let's say x equal to let's use the lambda. Now lambda is like a placeholder. Now if you know what is placeholder means promise that we are gonna give you the value later, not now, later. You can give the value later. So let's create a variable a, and a expression is a plus 5. Okay, so what is the value of a? So in this statement we didn't initialize the value of a because a is the placeholder. Now we can give the a value later. So whenever we want to run the x, or whenever we want to use the x, we have to pass the a value, else we are gonna get error. You can see we just got function lambda at this address, but we didn't got the value of x now. So let's try to add the value of 5. Now a value is 5. So you can see in here I just do is 5 plus a. So a means 5, again I just add 5 in here. So now the output should be 10. Let's try. You can see we got 10 output. So that's how you can use the lambda. Lambda simply means promise that we are gonna give the value later. Okay, now you got the point. What is lambda? Let's initialize a 2 value. Let's say a and b equal to, let's say a minus b. Okay, so you know what have I done in here? Oops, in here you have to use the colon sign. Okay, so obviously you initialize the 2 variable and you didn't put the value of a and b, so obviously you want to add the value of a and b in here. So let's just say a value is 10 and b value is, you can see in here, suggestion 2. So let's say 5. So obviously the answer is 5. Let's run. You can see we got 5 because 10 minus 5 is 5. So that's how you can use the lambda with 2 value. Now you can again add the 3 value too. Let's try 3 value a minus, no, let's add the value a plus b plus c. Okay, so let's the value add in here. You can see you got 20. Now you got the point. Let's just fucking move on. Okay, so that's the simple lambda. And now let's talk about function lambda with function. Okay, so let's create a function def fun. Let's pass the value of n and let's just return the lambda of, let's just return a, and let's return a plus 5. Okay, so what if I do like this? Let's just call the function. So whenever I call the function, it is not gonna print anything. Oops, we have to remove this print statement. You can see we didn't got the output because we are returning something. So we have to create the variable and we are gonna store this return value, this lambda, in this r. So where we are gonna initialize this a. So obviously we are returning the lambda, and the return lambda function is stored in r. So whenever I print the r, you can see the output is lambda function and the address of that function, but we are not gonna see the actual output. You can see we got the address and the lambda function because r is the lambda now. So we have to initialize the a in here. So let's try to add a. You can see we got suggestion 2. Let's try 10. 10 plus 5 is obviously 50. You can see we got 15 here. So that's how you can use the lambda with the function. Again, this is returning the lambda, so obviously all of the return is gonna store in this variable because we create the object of function. So all of this return is stored in r, and r is now lambda. So we have to pass the placeholder value. So the placeholder value is, I just added 10. So a is now 10, so 10 plus 5 is returning, so the output is 15. Okay, so if you are trying to just returning a, so you can see you got 10, so you can do this, you can just return the a2 using lambda. So that's how you can use the lambda. Okay, I'm gonna just comment it out, and let's again go in here and see what is the heapq. Okay, in here we are returning the lambda, so we have to pass the placeholder in here. You can name it anything, I'm gonna name it s and colon, and in here I'm gonna pass the s of a. Let's print the s. I'm gonna show you how this is gonna work, but first I'm gonna print the s. You can see we got error, key error. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this all of the name and paste in here, because mine is too kind of weird and you can't understand in my list. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove this my b and paste it in here. I'm gonna change the b. Okay, so you can see what is this. Okay, so the dictionary is 6 in single list. So in the single dictionary you can see the name, shares and price. Okay, for example, first dictionary, in first dictionary you can see the name is IBM and share is 100 and price is 91.1. So let's find out the smallest and cheapest share. So okay, so let's try smallest, or you can say cheapest price of this b is heapq dot n smallest, because we want to find the smallest. Let's say I want to find only one smallest, and then pass the b and then key equal to lambda, and in the lambda I'm gonna create a placeholder s, and again what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna returning the s of price. Okay, so because we want to find the price, okay, the lowest price. So let's try price. Let's simply print the s. You can see we got the smallest price of the b. Okay, so the b smallest dictionary's price is this, name equal to YHOO, I think is Yahoo or something. The share is 45 and the price is 60.35. This is the smallest price in this list. Okay, so let's find out the two smallest price. Let's try 2. You can see we got the two values, so the second one is 21.0.9. okay, so if you want to do like this, length of b. Okay, so let's try this. So we are gonna get ascending order. You can see we got the ascending order. So the first one is YHO and the last one is Apple. Okay, so the last one is Apple share. This is the highest share in this list, and that's how you can find the n largest element. If I change like this largest, so you are gonna get the descending order. So now first one is Apple, and if I do like this, I want only one highest element. So you can see we got Apple in here, which price is 543.22. So let's add another list. So let's change the name into all-in-one code. Let's set price equal to 99.999.99. okay, so I will run this. Obviously I'm gonna get the all-in-one code, which price is 999.99. This is the highest share in this list. So that's how you can use the heapq. And in the next video we are gonna talk about heapq.heapify, the function, heappop, function and so on. So that is it for today's guys. If you like this video, hit on the like button. If you wanna never miss my latest update, check out my bell icon and click on this subscribe button. Comment me for the next video or suggestion. Check out all-in-one code.pythonanyway.com so you can find out the source code and codes of my latest videos. So all of these code are available in my this site, so just check out my latest post and you can find the video about that post too. So share this video to another programmer, subscribe on my bell icon. Thank you guys for see this video. See you guys in the next video.